Good evening, dear sisters and brothers. Welcome to the evening session of Being Heartful Every Day with Swadhyaya. As we continue our reflections on the week's theme, which is Map of the Journey, today we turn toward a deeper insight into how the sacred map awakens a new quality of inner receptivity. Over the last 2 days, we explored how the map reveals the architecture of our spiritual evolution. This evening, we reflect on how it teaches us to listen to our inner state, to the subtle shifts of consciousness, and to the quiet guidance that breathes through every stage of the inward journey. Babuji Maharaj revealed the 23 circles not to overwhelm us with complexity, but to awaken a new sensitivity, a turning of the heart to its own unfolding. The map shows that the journey is not random. It is a sacred movement from grossness to simplicity, from heaviness toward light, from fragmentation toward unity. When we understand this, we begin to approach our own inner state differently. Instead of trying to control our experiences, we learn to receive them. Instead of reacting to what arises, we begin to observe with a quiet curiosity. Instead of doubting whether progress is happening, we learn to trust the subtle momentum within. The map, in this sense, is a teacher. It whispers to us that every meditation is meaningful, even if the mind does not understand what is occurring. It reassures us that evolution continues quietly beneath the surface, much like the movement of roots beneath the soil, invisible but steady, purposeful, and alive. As we walk this inner path, our sensitivity gradually deepens. What once felt vague becomes clear. What once seemed ordinary acquires a subtle fragrance. The heart becomes capable of perceiving nuances, shifts in mood, slight changes in vibrations, moments of stillness or disturbance. And these are not distractions, these are the signpost along the journey. Babuji Maharaj wrote that each circle has a distinct condition, a specific frequency, a vibration. When an abhyasi meditates sincerely, the heart sometimes reflects these inner movements through a sense of expansiveness, a soft pulling inward, a moment of deep quiet, or even an unexpected emotional release. Understanding these states corresponds to the inner map brings relief and trust. We stop judging our experiences. We stop demanding constant bliss. We begin honoring the quiet work which is happening within, often without our awareness. And the map reminds us that evolution is gradual and organic. It unfolds naturally when we remain receptive. One of the most beautiful aspects of this theme is realizing that the journey is not confined to meditation. The map unfolds through our responses, our choices, our interactions, and the way we handle life's situations. Each circle teaches us something. One region strengthens humility, another teaches us courage, another softens the ego. When the heart is attuned, daily life becomes the classroom of evolution. A challenging interaction may be the doorway to a higher region. A moment of stillness may indicate a shift into a finer circle. A gentle softening of fear may reflect inner progress we did not consciously make. The map shows that the spiritual journey and daily living are intertwined. There is no separation. The inner path flows through every step of our outer life. Dear sisters and brothers, as we continue exploring the sacred theme, let us remember to gently share the beauty of this inner journey with others. Inviting a friend or family member to the Heartfulness Master classes or to the BHED sessions is one way of helping another heart discover its own map, its own path homeward. Every sincere invitation expands the circle of light. You'll find the additional reading material and videos of Revered Daji on this theme, which is available for all of us on the Heartfulness app. And you can click on the Sunday tab dated 30th November to access this additional material. We'll continue our reading from the Heartfulness Way, Book 2, from the chapter The Map and the Journey. And we will resume our reading. And this is from page number 43. Since the text will not be displayed, we request everyone to keep their personal copy beside them and read alongside. The mind region starts with the cultivation of humility so that we may manage the flow of power and use it for universal peace and the welfare of all. We move from self focused to selfless, from me to we, from separateness to oneness. We let go of anything that has weight or force, choosing the lighter approach of acceptance and humility. We begin to enjoy a sense of freedom, peace, and settledness. We move to the next stage where our real attachment to the goal begins. Ultimately, the process of letting go is all a play of the ego. When we oscillate between yielding to the God, the I yields, and dissolving in God, thou, for some time. During this period, we learn to balance self effort and effortlessness. Our original instinct to merge with God sits deep within our psyche. It keeps orbiting the center, just as gravity keeps the earth orbiting the sun. We continue onwards. Peace is replaced by restlessness for God, which propels us on, and then we plunge into reality. But that is also is not the end of the journey. Eventually, we come to a refined state where identicality is all that is left of the ego. Only God remains, and we exist nominally. This is the end of the mind region, and we now reach the 16th circle and enter the central region associated with the 13th chakra. Here we cross seven rings of light, and identity grows even finer and subtler to the last limit. We are near the center, the highest possible approach for a human being in harmony with the original state. This is the extent of human potential. All this may sound like science fiction, yet it is the most real thing there is. So, this is the march to freedom, Daji. Yes, freedom from likes and dislikes, freedom from the various associations of the ego, freedom from the self itself, and finally, freedom from freedom by swimming in the ocean of eternity. Daji, I have some clarifying questions on the journey, some of which seem analytical, but I will ask them anyway. First, do we start with the first circle, then the second, and so on? There's a few important concepts to understand. Our spiritual anatomy is an interconnected system, and all the connections join in the heart, the midpoint of our being. So, when we meditate on the heart, the spiritual energies work across the whole system in a unified and harmonious way. Dear sisters and brothers, we will take a pause and let us now offer the universal prayer with deep love and sincerity. All brothers and sisters are being filled with love and devotion, and real faith is growing stronger in them. सभी भाई बहन प्रेम और भक्ति से भर रहे हैं और उनमें सच्ची श्रद्धा दृढ़ होती जा रही है। May our hearts remain open to the subtle movements of the inner journey, and may the sacred map illuminate our steps with clarity and humility. Dear sisters and brothers, as you prepare to rest tonight, offer your day's reflection silently into the Master's heart. And before sleeping, let us take a few moments to offer the bedtime prayer with sincerity, acknowledging gently, resolving quietly, and resting in remembrance. Dear sisters and brothers, thank you for joining this evening session. And as we continue to explore the theme of Map of the Journey, may our hearts open to the subtle wisdom of our inner path, and may our consciousness refine itself gently day by day, and may the Master's presence guide us inward with love and luminosity. We look forward to your presence for the morning session tomorrow at 6 a.m. Until then, wishing you all a very good night. Thank you.